Today I am going to show you how to build an online course in LearnWorlds. I'm going to share with you my step-by-step process, A to Z, so that all you have to do is sign up for that 30-day free trial of LearnWorlds linked right below this video and start building your courses with me. And if you don't have LearnWorlds yet, I really do recommend that you take advantage of the 30-day free trial that we're able to give you, and we have some additional bonuses for you as well. All right, so here is what we're going to cover today. First, I'm going to show you how to unleash LearnWorlds AI to shortcut your course creation process in LearnWorlds. Then we're going to go through how to review and add content to your online course. I'm going to show you how to upload SCORM files. If you don't know what SCORM files, you're going to learn what those are too. And how to add interactive video to your online courses. Then I'm going to show you how to customize the look and feel of your online courses and how to onboard your learners into your online courses. So once they purchase, what happens next? I'm going to show you how to use LearnWorlds to walk them through that process. Then I'm going to show you actually how to sell your online course, how we actually collect payment within LearnWorlds, and then how LearnWorlds delivers that online course to your learners. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to create and design your sales pages to sell your online courses in LearnWorlds. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with building an online course using LearnWorlds AI. Let's start at the beginning of the process. And I highly recommend that you follow along with me. So if you don't already have LearnWorlds, grab your 30-day free trial of it, linked right below this video. So once we open up LearnWorlds, we want to go into courses. You can see that I have multiple courses here. Well, we're going to create a new course. So now LearnWorlds is going to ask us for some information. You can provide as much or as little information as possible. Now, I say that, but the more information we give LearnWorlds, the more helpful LearnWorlds AI functionality is. Okay, so let's say that we're creating a course about getting the most out of your learning management system. LearnWorlds is a learning management system. It is an externally facing learning management system, which means that it is meant to sell courses, to build, market, and sell online courses to your customers. An internal learning management system is one that is focused on delivering online courses to your employees, to your contractors, and other team members. So, what is the name of your course? I'm going to call it LMS Mastery. How would you describe the content? Well, advanced tutorials and step-by-step processes on how to maximize the value of your selected learning management system. Okay, I can add a cover image if I want. Now, I recommend to use a tool like Canva to build your branding images. It's really easy to do so. I'm logged into Canva. I can click on Create New Design, and I'm going to search thumbnail. YouTube thumbnail's fine. It's going to open up a design for me. It's literally just a blank page, and I can add text. I can literally call this LMS Mastery. LMS Mastery. I can adjust the font size. I can adjust the colors. Add different branding colors, etc. And then I can go to Elements. I can actually add images. So I can go LMS. I'm doing this really quick. So let's see, I can pull an image like this. Can center it. Probably make it a little smaller. Great. Then I can go share, download, pick what I want to export it as. I'm going to export it as a PNG. I'm just going to download it. Now, Canva has a free version, and we have a link to Canva below this video. With that being said, you're going to get more features if you end up paying for Canva, and Canva is very inexpensive. But you'll be able to design all of the graphics you need for your online course using the free version of Canva. Okay, so you can skip adding the cover image, or we can add the cover image just like this. Upload file. There we go. Insert image. Continue. Create your course URL. So this will be added to whatever your LearnWorlds URL already is. Okay? This is where people will access your course. Specifically, the sales page for your course so that people can actually enroll in whatever course you're creating. I'm going to keep it as the course name. Continue. How will users access your course? So you can select this right now, and you can always change it in the future. So right now I'm going to keep it as a draft. That's what I recommend you doing. Basically, if you choose coming soon, the course page will be published with a coming soon indicator. So that sales page to sell your course is just going to say that it's coming soon. I like to just have it on draft. But if you're trying to get people hyped about your course before it even launches, you could have a coming soon page. And it's great that LearnWorlds automatically creates that for you. I'm going to keep it at draft. Which course page layout would you like to use? So you can use whatever you set as your default themes layout when you first set up your school within LearnWorlds, or you can select the page layout using another course. For now, I'm just going to keep the default themes layout because I can always change this later. And I go finish. Now, we have 3 different options of how to actually build the content in our course. I highly recommend that you always start with the Building with AI option. With that being said, maybe you already have your course already completely built out. Maybe you have part of the course and another course in LearnWorlds already built out. Either way, you could opt to not start Building with AI, and you could start with Building from scratch. If you start with Building from scratch, then you can take that course you've already created and just input it into LearnWorlds. Or if it's already in LearnWorlds, you can actually import sections of it. That's what LearnWorlds calls what we would call milestones. LearnWorlds calls sections. You can import those sections into this course. If you want to learn more about how we map out online courses, a free masterclass for you linked right below this video. It shares with you our A to Z process of how to build, launch, and get your course in front of your learners, bring sales in 90 days or less. I share my step-by-step process, and I complete the first 2 steps of it with you live in this training. The 2 hardest steps, by the way. You don't have to do them alone. So you can sign up for that linked in the description below this video. So let's start building with AI. And even if you have a course already pre-built, you could still start building with AI, okay? What this allows you to do is get ideas from LearnWorlds on where to take your course, okay? AI Assistant for Course LMS Mastery. Here we go. This is what LearnWorlds wants us to tell it in order for it to build out our course using AI. Okay, types of learning activities we use in your outline. I like videos. I'm not going to do ebooks. I'm going to keep it really simple. I really just want videos, and we'll do exams. Number of sections. Yet again, we call sections milestones. What are milestones? Well, if your learner starts at point A when they start your course, and they end up at point Z when they finish your course, which are the results of your course, then what are the other letters? Milestones. Now, should you have 26 milestones in your course? Probably not. One of my clients has 17 in theirs. That's pretty hefty. And their course is Crush It. But really, you need 3 to 5. Sometimes you might only have 1 milestone. LearnWorlds calls milestones sections. What makes up a milestone? Modules. In LearnWorlds, we call it activities. Okay, so you see sections and activities. How many activities per section? How many modules in your milestone? Okay, how many learning bits, how many learning modules, how many learning lessons, whatever you want to call it, make up each milestone. So in order to achieve this milestone, in order to finish this section, how many learning modules, activities does your learner need to complete? For this, I'm actually going to say 5. Outline should have 5 sections. Set the number of activities per section. I'm going to say 5 activities per section. Let's get crazy. Let's say 7. So this is a 35 activity course right now. 7 times 5. Include specific key topics. Okay? Well, topic 1 is going to be advanced LMS implementation, LMS customization, LMS coding. Let's also throw in LMS tips and tricks. Let's go LMS AI and SSO infrastructure. And you know what? We're going to have LearnWorlds come up with the other ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So LearnWorlds is going to have to come up with, well, let's make this 6 so that LearnWorlds has to come up with a section. Create activities based on a resource so you can add additional content here for LearnWorlds to use in creating your course outline and some of your course content. I'm not going to put anything here. Set the instructional approach. There's a bunch of theories here. I don't know what these are. But I'm going to select problem-based learning. Specify the course level. This is advanced, this one. Describe the course audience. LMS administrators and computer engineers. Set tone of voice. I always pick humorous. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to pick empowering. So once you select all these options, we go to generate. And is it yelling at me? Yeah, it looked like it was thinking I was going to write something for create activities based on resources, but I didn't, and it was yelling at me. Let's do that again, generate. So yeah, if it isn't letting you generate, just look and see. Maybe you left something blank. Maybe it thought that you were going to add something and you didn't, just like I did there. Okay, here is our outline. We have 6. All right, advanced LMS implementation. LMS overview, implementing custom user roles, and then we have an evaluation exam. Okay. So as you can see, it recommends, hey, you should create an activity, specifically a video activity, on these 6 topics. And then we have a final exam. We can add more activities later. We can even ask LearnWorlds to suggest new activities here. We can ask LearnWorlds to suggest new activities later. We'll get to that. Let's keep going through this outline. LMS customization. Here you go. More topics. LMS coding. Introduction to LMS APIs. Okay, LMS tips and tricks. LMS AI. Okay, that was not one of the options we shared with LearnWorlds. And then SSO infrastructure. Okay, well, for now I'm going to say insert content. LearnWorlds is going to take that outline and build it into an outline that we can edit now and we can add content to. My biggest challenge with LearnWorlds AI as of today, and I have to say this as of today because when you're watching this, maybe LearnWorlds has increased their AI capabilities. And here's the thing, I love LearnWorlds. LearnWorlds is a fantastic externally facing learning management system. Only rivaled, in my opinion, by Kajabi. We actually have a Kajabi versus LearnWorlds video here, and we have a Kajabi versus LearnWorlds AI video linked as well, comparing these two amazing externally facing learning management systems. Also, if you want to compare the two yourself, guess what? You get a 30-day free trial of either one. They're both linked in the description below this video. Okay, here is our course outline. All right, so we can add additional activities. Now, one thing to note with LearnWorlds AI is it's just suggesting activities, okay? It's not actually creating these activities for us. It's just suggesting, hey, you should have a video about LMS overview. You should have a video about implementing custom user roles. So we still have to actually create the video. Now, if we don't like one of these, what we can do is go through and be like, okay, optimizing system performance, create automated workflow, security data. Okay, I'm actually gonna add an activity. So create activity with AI. I'm gonna decide, hey, you know what? I want a PDF. And ask me all these other things. I'm just gonna generate a PDF now. Advanced reporting, integrating gamification features. No, I mean, these would be good for later, right? So I regenerate advanced reporting. Yeah, you know, we can insert content. So now we have these 3 additional activities. These ones are PDFs. Yet again, it did not create the PDF for us. So if I actually preview this course, or I can preview any of these, click on preview, the course player opens, and here's what we see. There's no content actually here. It's just an outline. These are the videos. Here's the exam. There's no exam questions. And then here are the PDFs, and there's nothing in the PDFs. So once we go through the outline and we decide what we like and what we don't like, and we add activities, because you can just add activities too. You don't have to ask AI, right? So we can delete activities. I'm actually going to delete some of these. So I'm going to delete this one. I understand, fine. I'm going to delete this one. I'm actually going to delete the exam in this first section as well. Okay. Now, the great thing about using LearnWorlds' outline is now you don't have to have a separate document outlining your course. You can outline it in LearnWorlds. But then we actually have to add content, okay? So what you can do is go to these pre-made activities that LearnWorlds did for us. Click on this, plus, and this is where we actually add content. So we can add all sorts of things. It's recommending video, but we can add whatever we want. We don't have to be married to video, okay? Now, my 2 favorite types of content within LearnWorlds to add are interactive video and SCORM and HTML5 packages. This is because, really, if you are deciding between using LearnWorlds or Kajabi for course creation, if you're building online courses to sell to your customers, Kajabi does not offer SCORM or interactive video, at least as of the recording of this. We have about a dozen clients right now using LearnWorlds specifically because they have SCORM and HTML5 course needs, or they have the need and the desire to integrate interactive video. Now, there are ways to integrate interactive video into systems like Kajabi that don't have it. We use another software called VideoAsk, and VideoAsk is also free. We still do not pay for VideoAsk. Now, you get enough people interacting with it on a monthly basis, then you're going to have to pay something, and then it's very minimally cost every month. I use VideoAsk in both of my businesses, Athlete with Asthma and this business. And what I do is I record a video, upload it to VideoAsk, and what it allows me to do is directly interact with my students through video. And then they can record a video responding to my video. And then I can record a video responding to their video, telling them where they should spend their time in my course. LearnWorlds has interactive video already here. Okay, so how do we upload SCORM? First of all, It depends on where you are developing your SCORM packages. I highly recommend that if you are creating SCORM or HTML5 based courses, to use a software like Articulate 360. Articulate 360 is not cheap, as you can see here, and this pricing changes depending on if you're a company, a freelancer, or if you are in academia. If you are in academia, hey, you're going to get a better deal. But this is, in my opinion, the best course authoring software. There's multiple products within Articulate. My favorite is Rise 360. Rise 360 is extremely intuitive for you to use. You can literally build a course, drag and drop within Rise 360. You're going to pay for the entire Articulate suite in order to do it, but Rise 360 does a great job of creating courses. I still recommend that you have a video component because video is the #1 learning technology system, media in the world that people are learning from. So you don't have to build your online course using an expensive tool like this and then export it as a SCORM package and then import it into a system like LearnWorlds. But you may have some certain activities within your online courses, specific scenarios within your online courses that you need an advanced tool like Rise 360 to build and then import into LearnWorlds. Now, if you thought that LearnWorlds was the right fit for you because you're building an internal training program, training your employees, training your team members, just training your contractors, I highly recommend that you check out another learning management system called Talent LMS. And I'm able to offer you an unlimited free trial linked in the description below. What does an unlimited free trial mean? This means that it's not limited for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It means that you get access to it for as long as you want. There's just some limitations on how many people you can have in there. You can have yourself and 4 of your learners at this point, which in a lot of cases is enough to at least test your courses and see if you like the platform. And even in other cases, it is enough to train an entire team. So I highly recommend that you check out our free trial of Talent LMS in the description below. Well, I highly recommend it because Talent LMS has a new feature called Talent Craft. So go to pricing. Where are you, Talent Craft? There it is, Talent Craft AI. It's not only an AI tool, it is basically Rise 360 embedded natively in an LMS. And you can actually mess around with it for free right now. So if you don't want to spend the money purchasing the Articulate suite, go sign up for a free trial of Talent LMS, find the Talent Craft tool within Talent LMS, and start messing with that course design software. And if you like it, then you can invest in Rise 360 and then export your SCORM file and ultimately import it into LearnWorlds. Can't export SCORM files from Talent LMS, at least not right now. You can't just export what you create in Talent LMS and put it into LearnWorlds and then sell your course, okay? So once you figure out what authoring tool you're using, you could also be using another authoring tool like Adobe Captivate. No matter what you're gonna wanna do is figure out what settings you need your LearnWorlds SCORM file to be in order to bring in that SCORM package from that software into LearnWorlds. Here's how you do it. We created that SCORM activity. Now we go to settings, and it's going to say it right here. Upload SCORM package. Please provide a valid SCORM 1.2 or SCORM 2004 3rd edition or SCORM 2004 4th edition or a Captivate CAM 1.3 zip package. So this tells you exactly what LearnWorlds needs. Then you're going to go into that authoring tool, export the file, export the package, export your course in this file type, and then you just click on Add SCORM, grab the package, and upload it. And that's how you get your SCORM package into LearnWorlds. Okay? Now, I'm going to add interactive video. Okay? Interactive video. Save. Same thing. Now I'm going to go to settings, pick where I'm getting the video. I could upload it directly to LearnWorlds. I could also pull it from Vimeo, Wistia, or from another school within LearnWorlds. Can add digital downloads, etc. Save. Okay. I'm actually going to pick from Vimeo, and I'm going to grab this video. This video has nothing to do with this online course. I just want to show you how interactive video works. Okay, I need to make sure that this video is listed. Right now it's unlisted. So we're going to go with, well, let's see if I can actually do this with it listed. All right, I'm going to copy the link. Let's see. Save. Here it is. So they're having trouble. Most likely it's because it's unlisted. I think if I go hide from Vimeo, it should be fine. And then I'm just going to go share. Copy a link. Save. Go add a video. There it is. Okay, so make sure that your Vimeo video is set to hide from Vimeo. It could be public, but I like hide from Vimeo. We might even be able to do it privately. Let's see. Looks like it's still fine. Okay, perfect. Okay, once we have it in here, we can play the video and we can add interactions. Okay. We can add images that come on top of the video, like overlaid. We can, so we have different images we can add. We can add interaction. If we want to link to something, instead of having them have to go into the text or into another activity to get it, literally just add that like this. Click me. Here's what happens when you click me. We can decide what the general behavior is. Action when clicked. Open a link, show a message, go to video point. So you can have it jump to a specific point in the video. We can add a table of contents for the video. We can actually have an interactive transcript. Okay. We can add a watermark, player skin. Point is, instead of just having a video, you can have things happen while your learners are watching the video. They can click on different things, navigate different ways, instead of just watching a static video. Okay, really cool. You could set it up where they're watching a specific part of the video. You set up an interaction like this, where it's click me, and that could open up something like Video Ask, where they have the option to respond via video to your video. Just gives you different options. Let's go back to LMS Mastery. Save changes. Now, before I go through how to actually customize the look and feel of your course, look at all these other types of content you can add. Okay, there are so many. You can add live sessions, ebooks, exams, self-assessments, forms, certificates, social interactions, embed different things. You can add all sorts of things to your course. Once you do that, once you have all your content in here, you can start looking at, hey, let's preview what these pages look like. Let's preview the course page, which is the actual sales page, and let's preview the course player. Okay, we can customize both these things. This is our sales page. We'll go through that in a bit. And here is our course player. You can see the video we added here. Okay, so we can also decide if we want to drip out the content in our course. What does drip mean? It means exactly what it says here. You're basically unlocking content for your learners based on different things. You can drip by date, you can drip by days. So however many days your learners in the course are going to get more content unlocked. So you can set that up. So let's jump into some of these course settings. Let's go to General. Now General, this is where A lot of that stuff we added when we first created the course is you can add additional things. You can add your name, so I'm the course author. I can add a headshot here. For now, I'm just going to pretend this is my headshot. Okay. Upload. Call this Johnny's headshot. Insert image. Boom. Course categories. We can organize our courses within LearnWorlds based on categories. So right now we don't have any categories, so I can actually go and manage them. I could create different categories. So my category is going to be Learning Management System Courses. Save. Okay, then we're going to put actually a bunch of these in there. Save. Cool. Let's go back to our course manager here and pull up LMS Mastery. General. And remember to save your work. I'm going to save what I've done here already. We have the category. Okay, course notification emails. Send the default school-wide course emails. School has a list of predefined course emails that are sent automatically for all courses. If you want to change them, you can go to communication, notification emails, course emails. Okay. Or you can select the emails you want to send for this course. When enrolling in the course, when completing the course, when certificate is awarded, when installment is paid, all these things. I'd say just do send default school-wide course emails. What LearnWorlds has done is it has created emails for you that you can edit by going here. These emails are pre-populated to cover all of your needs when your students purchase a course, when they make payments for a course, when they do other things like earn a certificate for a course. Just use the default emails. You can always update what those emails look like here. For SEO, we can add different elements, okay? Create course SEO manually. You know, we could either use what LearnWorlds suggests, or if you are really good at this, you can go in and change things yourself. Okay, that's the general. I'll make sure I save it. Now, let's go to access. This is where, you know, we initially pick draft. We can also pick coming soon. We can also pick enrollment closed. You can have the course set up where enrollment is closed right now, and then you can open it up later. So if I change this to coming soon, I go save, and I go over to this page, the enroll button is gone because there's nothing to enroll in. Same thing, if I go to enrollment close and I go save, I go to our sales page here, you can't get in the course. When I go to draft, save, we get the button back. Okay. So what happens when we go to paid? We set a price. Let's say that this is $9.97. We're not going to offer a discount. We can show extended menu with all payment options for the course. I'm not going to do that right now. And we're going to save it. Now we have a paid course. I open this up and it says enroll. It says how much it is. And then this is going to take us to a checkout page where we collect their payment method. If they have a coupon, they can add it, then buy. LearnWorlds creates all these pages for you. Save. Go back to access. Okay. Public URL. So this is the URL for your sales page. That is what I'm looking at right here. Course expiration. So you can decide how long the course is available for. After purchase navigation. Okay, so after they purchase, do they enroll? After your students enroll, where do they go next? Course description page. Okay, this would actually show, hey, this is what you just bought. You go directly to course player, so I can start accessing the course right away. Then you have these other options. I highly recommend that you do one of these two. Either go directly to the description page or the course player. Okay, we can apply to all courses if we want. I can keep it at course description page. Okay, we already looked at pricing. Now, user progress. This is going to tell you what your learners are actually doing in the course. Okay. Course player. Now, here's where you can actually customize what this looks like. Okay. So I'm going to go with classic. I really like classic, and I also like these minimal ones. I'm going to go with classic for now. Show the course name, show progress bar, show all course learners. We don't need to do that. Show the course discussion tab, expand course sections on course load. Start section numbering. Show complete section titles, show complete learning activity titles. Display the estimated reading for ebooks. Oh, definitely. I don't have any ebooks in the course right now, but navigation bar, the top, navigation buttons, course player, back button, allow students to navigate away from the course player, course layout page. Choose one of your school pages and find their way back to course description page. Yep. Course video auto progress. So you can auto play the videos. Don't like to do that. Course navigation, free navigation. Students can navigate among the course activity without restrictions. Now, if you want to enforce that your students have to access the course in order, this is where sequential navigation comes in handy. You can also navigate with prerequisites. There can be specific activities that people can't access that they haven't completed other activities, okay? We also want navigation on the bottom, sidebar navigation. Customize the course player by enabling or disabling the sidebar. I'm going to enable it. Course completion rule, when the learner completes all learning activities. When a learner passes a specific exam or certificate. This is important. So if you are looking to have an exam at the end of your course or a certificate at the end of your course, you need to make sure that the course triggers that. In order to do that, you have to change when the learner passes a specific exam or certificate. And then you decide what the exam or certificate is. Apply course settings to all courses. Okay, you can do that. I'm going to go to save. And then let's preview what we got. All right, this is awesome. We got our course player here. People can open and close your sidebar. And here's the path. Right here are all the things. I love this layout. And then we have discuss. So this is where your learners can discuss different topics with other learners. They can discuss questions. They can discuss with you, right? Start a message around a question they have. Okay, they might have a question for you, and then this is where you can interact with them and actually provide them some coaching. Okay. All right. Let's look at some of these other ones. Minimal. I save that. Here's the minimal player. Okay. Let's go to video library. So this is where you can actually upload your videos directly into LearnWorlds, and then you can pull videos from this library to add to any of your courses really as activities. Okay. Then we have different automations for our course. You can do a lot of stuff here. There's also a lot of automations that are already here, okay? So you can create a new automation, enroll users to courses when they are tagged. So you can create an automation where when a user's tagged, they're enrolled automatically into a course. You can offer bonus course after course enrollment. So someone enrolls in a course, boom, trigger, bonus course. Welcome to course email. I always like to have this. We always want to welcome our students via a course email. We have some re-engagement automations, okay? So reminders, hey, come back and finish this activity. Send an email when course is completed, share coupons, etc. Okay. So we have various automations that we can create. We can also have a blank automation. This is where we can add even more custom triggers. I need to actually pay for a higher plan to do that. But this allows us to automate things. Didn't used to be able to do a lot of this. LearnWorlds has really caught up with Kajabi in a lot of aspects. So really happy that we're able to do these things. Then we go to Insights. We have our dashboard. This is going to just give us a look at, hey, here's what's going on in the course. Here's the sales we're getting, latest users. Here's what's happening with exams, certificates. We have course insights, so this is just within the specific course. Okay. Then we go to users. So here's all your users, all your learners within your course. Certificates. So how many certificates have we awarded? Gradebook. This is where you're actually going to interact with your learners. LearnWorlds is going to auto-grade different things, and then you can actually provide a grade on some of the more free-form activities as well. Pending reviews, this is anything that you need to do based on activities that your learners have completed. And then here are your course forms. Okay. You can gather feedback on your courses by creating a course form and having your learners fill it out when they finish a course. All right, so that's how we customize our course. Now, before I get to how to customize your sales page, or as LearnWorlds calls it, your course page layout, I want to show you how to adjust your onboarding emails. So once someone actually purchases your course, what are they getting? Like, what email are they getting from you to tell them about what they just purchased? So I'm back in general, and we can get there a couple different ways. I'm just going to get there from here because it's just linked here. I go back to general, and you see it says send the default school-wide course emails, and then it says communication, notification emails, course emails. I'm just going to click on this, and this is going to open up my communication tab within LearnWorlds, and this is where I can really edit my different school emails. Okay, so school emails, enrolling in a free course, activate, enrolling in a free course email. Welcome to course. Okay, so you can change this like welcome and congratulations on your investment in the course title. Save. Then I can go into the email body. Okay. Here's the logo. Here's dear name, welcome to the course. Here's the login link. We can add a lot more than this, right? So we can add information like, I am thrilled that you have taken the time to invest in yourself by invest in yourself by enrolling in, and then we can take this course title. Okay. Then you can add some more stuff. Say, for easy access, I highly recommend that you save this email so you can access your course whenever you like. Here. Right? And then here's our start now, which I can change as well, by the way. If I don't want it to say start now, I can highlight it, go to the link here, and boom, update. Okay, best signature. And then you can update your signature. I always like to do a PS as well. If you have any questions at all or any issues accessing your course, please respond to this email or send me an email at, and then just add your email here. And your email address at youremailaddress.com. Okay. I always like to give them my email in the onboarding email. Okay. Save. There you go. Now, if you want to make edits to other emails, all we have to do is go to school emails, and here's all the things, all the emails. Here's the course emails, enrolling in a free course. That's the one I just edited. You can also do enrolling in a paid course. bundle, notification, user group, completing a course, etc. Okay. Email signature. This is where we actually edit our email signature. This is that code that was at the bottom of that previous email. And what you want to do also is notify yourself when you get these emails. So add your email address here so that you know when an email is sent and when someone replies to an email. Okay, last thing, let's go to our course manager, LMS Mastery. Let's go to the course page layout. This is our sales page for our course. LMS Mastery. Okay, so edit course layout. All right, here we go. So this is the actual page. What we can do, see, this is the course page I'm working on. Here's all your other pages. We can change the text, add course here, or LMS Mastery Academy even. We can change a lot of different things here. We can change what it actually says, change our font properties, font family, change that, make it whatever opacity level. You can do a lot of design changes here, okay? Actions, can make it clickable. We can change this enrollment button, change the color of the button. Make it smaller, make it bigger. There we go, different name. Change the action, layout, and change different effects. This is where we really get to customize our sales page, okay? This is where we can decide if we want to keep this layout or not. So here's where we can use our AI assistant again. We can ask it to do all these different things. Polish text, rewrite text, make it catchy, make it surprising, make it serious, shorten, expand, summarize, analyze for style, voice, tone, change tone, etc. Okay. We can change our layout, change these sections, change what's in these sections. Here's the actual lessons in our course. Now this is actually going to pull from your course itself and add the information here. But you can decide what information is going to be added here. We can add sections. So you see how I go between here, I go add section. I can add this section to the page. I can delete sections. Let's say that I don't like this top section. I can literally delete this whole section. Now it's gone. Now this is my new top section, okay? Can delete all of this if we want. Actually, can delete this bottom section. We can move sections around. If I want this section to go above that other section, or maybe I want to move it down, okay? I want to add another enrollment button at the bottom, so I'm actually going to add another section. Boom. There's another section. Then I want to change the background of this section, so layout, I'm not going to change that, edit. So it's set up, color background. I'm going to change this to gray, okay? So now this section has a different color, so now it stands out, okay? Can swap out images. All right, so let's say I want to add a video now to this section. So LearnWorlds calls these things columns. I'm going to go here, and I can decide what I want. I'm going to change the video. I can go to Vimeo, and I can paste my video ID again. Here we go. Let's do it again here. Oh, I'm just going to put the whole thing. Set. All right. And there it is. So now I got a sales video here, and I can autoplay it. I can loop it. I can even open it in a pop-up window if I want. Okay. And change the thumbnail. So now I have a sales video at the top of my sales page. Very easy to update the sales page how you want. Just remember, we have sections and then we have columns. You can move things around easily. Go to these three dots. Okay. Move things up and down. You can delete things. You can add more sections. You can add more columns. You can change the design of anything within them, change the fonts, change the colors, etc. Now, if you haven't grabbed your free trial of LearnWorlds yet, I have a link right below this video for a 30-day free trial. So you can sign up, test everything out. You can actually build your first course in LearnWorlds using this video. You can build your sales page and actually get everything ready to start making sales for your new online courses. And all you need to do is sign up for that free trial so that you can do that in the next 30 days. And once you start paying for it, you'll already have everything ready to serve your learners. I'm also able to offer you some other bonuses in addition to that 30-day free trial as well by using the affiliate link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.